Now then, how you doing? Here we are, me and the mutt, out on a much needed adventure on a beautiful day in the Lake District. We're currently perched behind this massive rock overlooking the Tarn, and we've got this lovely hazy sunshine which is perfect for matching my hazy beer or two that I've got to drink later. And we are going to go to the top of the Pike of Blisco behind me and find somewhere to pitch a tent, find a nice view, and then just open a couple of beers. So that is the plan. I've also got a new sleeping mat, which is semi-budget sort of winter sleeping mat that I'm going to test out, see how comfortable that is. And I've also got a new set of Nike trail running shoes, so I'm just testing those, see how comfy those are. But apart from that, it is going to be just one of those very relaxed, calm ones, and the weather is there to match. So, are you ready then, Bluey? Let's get on and get up there. Go on then. Stand. Right. Climb. Come on. Hills. If you want to get fit, get yourself out onto some hills, because there's no slacking off. I think most people, when they go running, jogging, whatever, they tend to stick to the flat because it's easy. And if you want to get fitter, you need to spice it up a little bit and get yourself working harder. Getting on a hill will definitely do that. And what I used to do with my personal training clients, I'd always ask them, what's your favourite piece of cardiovascular equipment in the gym? And I'd always say to them, okay, well, if that's your favourite, we're not going to use it as much, purely because 9 times out of 10 they used it because it was easy, and that is not going to get you fit. So make sure, if you are going to get yourself into the gym or out exercising, make it hard. Make it hard for yourself, and you will adapt a lot faster and get your fitness goals a lot quicker. Here, Blue, come here. Come on. Good boy. Come on then. Get up here. Ready? Come on, climb, climb. Go on. Stand. Good boy. Good boy. Stand. Stand. Good boy. Not quite as nimble. Right, go on then. He has it. Well, I don't think I can squeeze around there though. Let me try another route. Here we go. Here we go. Tell you what, these shoes are well grippy on this rock. There we are, up a bit further. What a fantastic view though, look at that. Wow. It just opens out. You can see down into the valley there. We've got all the Coniston Fells all the way around. Right round to Bowfell at the far side there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It is so good to be out. As always, I'll try escape the main path just to find myself a decent pitch. And if you just look there, there's a little bit of a plateau, and that has just got a fantastic view all the way over there. But I've got a bit of time to kill, so I am gonna explore some more. And look at this as it opens out. That is incredible. The Pike of Stickle standing proud as it always does. And what a place. And you can see we've just got the summit up on the top there, obviously. The summit, the Pike of Lisco, and it's definitely breezy up here. There we are. Wow. What a place. We need this, don't we? To be on top of a mountain. And I'm sure a lot of you guys need it too. And your dogs. Definitely. Anyway, we are just perched behind the cairn at the top. Sat taking in this absolutely fantastic view. I've got to say, this is going to be of the best views in the Lake District. To say that we're only at about 700 metres above sea level. Just look at that. It is just fantastic. We've got one little cloud there just forming over the top of Bowfell, and the rest is just fairly hazy, but still a fantastic view, and you can just see for miles, absolutely miles. Since leaving the car, I've actually only seen one other person, and get this, he's a subscriber. So we've had a bit of a chat, and he's also camping out tonight, so I suggested that we might as well just have a camp together. So I've sent him off just to the place that I spotted earlier, because that's a decent pitch for a couple of tents, and we can have a beer. I've got a couple in here, so I can definitely give him one. And it's always nice meeting new people. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the drone out. I'm going to risk it. It's a little bit breezy, but it's such a beautiful place that I just feel I need to show it off. So let's do it. This is it then, Bluey dog. Home for the night. This is a cracking spot to pitch a tent. You could probably pitch 3 tents in this area. It's flat, short grass, out of the wind on the westward side, and the view is just fantastic. So looking forward to the morning sunrise. What do you say, Bluey? So let's get this tent up. Boom, there we go. I haven't pitched this tent for ages, but I've got to say it does go up well and it looks good. You've got 2 doors, which is obviously a bonus. Because it's a dome as well, you've got loads of headroom. But yeah, cracking tent for the price. And I wouldn't really trust it in really windy conditions, but for nights like this, I mean, the space you've got inside is just fantastic. Yes, right, let's get the dog in and the gear in, and then we'll crack open a beer and take this in. We're in. Well, I'm in. Blue is sat just out there eyeing up some sheep, but it is now to set up my new sleep system. So this is a sleeping pad by Lightow. They have provided me with this, so I'm just going to give my honest opinion on it, and I'm going to obviously give it a real good test in winter, because it is definitely a winter sleeping pad. It's got an R value of 5.8, which is as good as pretty much any other one out there. So it definitely is competing, I guess, with some of the more expensive brands like Thermarest. They're X-Therm, which I've got, and I absolutely love that sleeping pad. But for this, it's £100 cheaper, and if it does the same job, then it is worth considering. I mean, the pack size, as you can see, is pretty damn small, and it weighs, I think, about 600 grams, which is not much. Let's just open it out and see what we're dealing with. So that is the pump sack unrolled, and obviously we've got the attachment point there just to blow up the pad itself. But that seems pretty decent quality, I've got to say. And then onto the pad itself. So there's 2 sides to this. We've got a green side, and then we also have a silver side. I don't know if you can see that. Silver will go up, I guess. We've got a couple of patch repairs there, an elastic band, and then let's get this out and have a proper good look. I'll tell you what, first impressions, it feels good. So we have a valve here which is, it's a two-part valve. So we've got one section there which is to let all the air out, and that's bigger than the intake one. And the intake one is a non-return valve, so it's got a little bit of a rubber back into it. And it works. So let's get this plumbed in. That clicks in nice and easy, and hopefully we can fill it up. Well, there we have it, pumped up, and I've got to say it went up very quickly. Quite often mats seem to take forever to pump up, but this was literally just a few pumps of the sack and it is inflated. It states that it is 7 centimeters thick. I'm going to say that it is probably slightly less than that, but I don't have my measuring tape. I'm just using my magic builder's eye. And this one is a square one, you can see square ended there, and it is 183 centimeters long by 64 centimeters. So let's get her in place and see how she looks in here. Well, there you go. Straight away, I mean, the tent itself is quite a long tent, tight at that end, and then we have got a little bit of space there. So if you were to get a longer version of this, then obviously it would fit all the way in this tent as well. Let's have a lie down and see what it's like. I've got to say, it feels really nice. Yeah, that is not bad at all. I do actually like these dimples here. It almost gives more of a solid feel to it, and it's definitely comfortable. Anyway, I will give it a proper test tonight. It's not cold enough to test the R value to its maximum, but you know, come winter, that is exactly what I'll be doing with this mat. Anyway, first impressions, not bad at all. So if you're interested in something like this, then I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll probably leave a link for the tent as well. Next thing to have a quick look at, let's pop you down. Look at these, some new trainers. So these are a trail shoe. You can see there's some fairly decent grips on there. It's a really thick sole, so you can really feel the sponginess of it for when you're walking about. I'm not running them yet, but I will be running them in. in them. These are a Zoom X sole, I think it is. So it's one of the sort of better running shoes that Nike actually do, and it says it's Zegama. I'm guessing that's an athlete. Sorry to whoever you are. Walking up in these though, I've got to say they were well comfy. Proper spongy sole on it, and I can even compress that just by my fingers, so it's definitely got a nice bit of bounce to it. So I do look forward to running in them. Obviously the colour of them is iffy, we'll call it, but I always buy iffy stuff because it's always cheaper, and these are picked up for about 50 quid in the actual Nike store, and I think they're like 100 odd quid new. But yeah, very happy with those, and I really cannot wait to take them out for a good old trail run. These are actually a size 9.5, and usually I'll go for a 9, and I think my feet might be growing in my old age, but nothing else is growing. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I've already got an absolutely massive brain, so luckily I'm already sorted. Right, time for a beer. I've got a choice of a couple, so I'm going to start with this one, which is an Elvis juice. I've never had this before, and it is 6.5%, a grapefruit infused IPA. Let's have a taste. It's slightly warmer than I would like. Wow, that grapefruit is definitely strong. Yeah, it's drinkable. I wouldn't say it's the best tasting beer in the world, but it is exactly what it says on the tin, literally grapefruit. Ah, that'll do. Anyway, let's get my sleeping bag out and let this aerate. I'm got my Mammut sleeping bag tonight, and this one has the central zip, and I do like that, I really do. So we'll give it a bit of a shake, and we'll chuck it back over there. Just let it gather some air in those nice down feathers, and I'm just going to chill out, taking this view I think. One important test for this mat is to know that it will go in my Trekker chair. Now hundreds of you have bought this because of me, and I am sure you're all very happy with it. Lightweight, packs very small, and it does exactly what it needs to, and that's give you a nice comfy seat. So let's wrestle this into it. Whoa, without spilling my beer. Oh, it's looking promising. Even though it's not probably designed for it, but you don't know unless you try, do you? There we have it, a chair. Blue is awesome, but this is what I have to deal with. Let me just show you. So currently he has got his full winter coat on, and it's the time of year where he starts to molt and get rid of it. But just look at this. You can literally just pull tons off him. Isn't that nice, Blue? Let's give you a bit of a grooming. Look at that. That goes all over my house and van and pretty much everywhere. Oh, brilliant. Hey, I do love you, but molting is definitely an issue. He's a good lad. Here he is. This ain't a bad pitch, is it? Who is it, Bluey? How you doing, pal?
Very good, mate. Very good.
Ah,
Where you ended up then?
just back up there a bit. This is Martin.
Hi.
A subscriber. What are you on with? Radix. Where do you get that from?
That's a mate.
Oh, really? There's not many of them about, is there?
You'll be impressed though.
Oh, get in. You've got some broccoli. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. Good lad.
You changed me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we met at the top, and we were going to try sort of camp together, but I ended up losing you. You come down a bit further. I'm right at the top pretty much.
I was walking all over.
Were you trying to get rid of me?
Trying to find a spot. No. It's all wet. Everything's boggy.
Right.
And then I eventually found this.
That looks pretty cool though there, doesn't it? What do you think, Blue? Tent matches you. Yes, mate. And look, he's got a brew dog. And I've actually brought you a beer, mate. I thought,
Have you?
yeah.
You superstar.
Hold on, let me get one out of my pocket.
That's my only beer.
Is it? Oh, well, there we go then. Keeping with the brewdog style for you. There you go.
What a gentleman.
Well, I thought I'd share. So yeah, cheers, mate. I'll get this cracked open and then. It's not your dinner, is it?
No.
Ah. Here we go then. To meeting new people.
Cheers.
Awesome, mate. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, it might be a bit frothy because I've just jogged down.
How far round here then?
I don't know, maybe 300 or 400 metres up there. Not far at all. He pinged me a Google Maps location, so I followed it and now I'm here.
Wind's dropped right off now, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing. Awesome to be out. Awesome to be out, mate. Can you tell I've already had a beer? Well, back to the tent after spending a lovely evening, meeting new people and just enjoying being outside, drinking a beer and taking in that view. It's honestly been an absolute pleasure. So yeah, check out Martin's Instagram account because he has got some amazing photos on there. He's very, very skilled at that. And it's just been a pleasure meeting him. So yeah, cheers to you, mate. Anyway, you've had your food, Blue's had his food, and now it is time for me to make mine. So let's get some water on the boil. Click on that stove. We'll get that underway, and then once that's boiled, I am going to have this barbecue beef by Radix. Looking forward to that, and hopefully that'll fill me up with me a little bit of pudding as well. And just send me off nicely to sleep for the evening. Yes, very happy man. It's just honestly just a pleasure to be out here, and it is nice meeting other nice humans that just appreciate all this. So yeah, definitely worth getting outside, and when you're in these scenarios you do meet the people that are wanting to do the same thing as you. You're all on the same page and it's just a lovely community, it really is. So yes, anyway, waffling on after a beer or two. I just need to eat food. Right, we're boiling. Let's turn this off. Oh, that smells nice. Get some water in here then. Can't really see what I'm doing here. Ouch, that's warm. So I'll give it a stir. Then we'll seal her up. I think we have to wait a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe. And I can start eating mid-dinner. And it's like 10 o'clock now. There's no rules. Eat whenever you want to eat. Seal her up. And I can spend 5 minutes keeping my hands warm. Right, I'm ready for me grass-fed barbecue beef. Let's open this up. I've got my long titanium spoon with the dog hair on it. You get used to it. Let's have a taste of this. Wow, that's really good. So, I'm going to eat my lovely barbecue beef dinner. I've got some water here which is already boiled, ready to make my cup of tea. And that is me aiming for bed. It has been a cracking day though. Lovely to get out, lovely to meet new people, and just, as always, take all this in. And I would advise it for anybody. And get your dogs out too, because dogs need more exercise. Definitely. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Anyway, Blue's happy. I'm very happy. We'll see you in the morning. Take care. Flowers. and it's an interesting morning. As you can see behind me, we're pretty much clagged in there, but if we come round this way, you can also see we have got all the mountains on view, and this cloud is just slowly settling all the way around me, and it is forming an island. And I'm just coming up to the highest point here, to the cairn. So yeah, we've got a little bit of cloud forming here, and you can just see all the peaks in the background. There's Bowfell. There's just a touch of Harrison Stickle there. Then as we come around a little bit further, this is just pea soup all the way. Wow. Now the far end here, you can see this is the Coniston Range. Yes, it's not going to be long. I think this is going to fill in, and I will literally be cut off from the rest of the Lake District. Well, we've just had a lovely morning, just watching all these clouds dissipate. The tent's just round there, and as you can see, it is fairly clear now. There are still a few clouds lingering on the hills in the distance. And if I come over this little pass, we'll see if there's any clouds sat in the valley. It actually looks pretty clear here as well. Definitely more of a breeze coming over this side though. Yeah, totally clear. Look at that. Wow, it is amazing. What a view. The sun is trying to come through those clouds, and I can definitely feel the heat off it now. It's filling this tent up, and as always, I never want to leave. It's just so nice just relaxing into all this. Blue doing exactly the same, totally chilled out, sat on the edge of a mountain, just taking it all in. Yes, anyway, I'm gonna stay as long as possible, so I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, have a little bit of a bite to eat, and just think about packing away. I've got to say though, this mat, I am quite impressed by it. It is very comfortable to sleep on. It's really nice and sort of smooth to touch, and just it feels good, and it's not let a drop of air out of it all night. And I am looking forward to taking it out in some colder conditions in winter, just to sort of compare it against some of the other brands that are out there that are more renowned for the winter cold weather. So yeah, quite happy with this. Anyway, let's procrastinate a little bit longer, eh? What do you say, Bluey? There we are, all packed up, ready to go. Leave no trace as always, and that means take away every single thing you brought up with you, including every corner of every packet. It's quite a simple thing to do, and I know that I'm preaching to the already converted, but make sure that we keep telling everyone and our children just to do exactly the same, just so we can keep this beautiful world looking the same way that it does and has done for millions of years. I say leave no trace though. Look at this. We have got a load of dog hair, and that's his fault, eh? Hey, Bluey dog? Anyway, let's skedaddle back down off this mountain and get ourselves onto the next adventure. Get on, Blue. Ah dear me. All for you guys. Much love, much appreciation. Keep watching. Keep telling friends to subscribe and join in all this calm, positivity and happiness, and that's what it's all about. Keep spreading that with everyone. You can follow me on Instagram, and if you want to contribute towards the channel at all, then you can buy me a coffee in the buy me a coffee link, or come and join the Patreon, and it just allows me and this beautiful dog to carry on getting out on these adventures and making more videos. Anyway, from me and the beautiful Blue, we'll see you another time. Take care.